Once upon a time, in a beautiful kingdom surrounded by deep forests, there lived a princess named Princess Elira. She was kind, gentle, and loved by everyone in the palace. But Princess Elira had a secret. Long ago, an evil witch had cursed her. During the day, she looked like a normal princess, but every night she turned into a black crow. The curse could only be broken if someone truly loved her, even after knowing her secret. Because of this curse, Princess Elira lived a lonely life. Every night she flew into the forest as a crow, watching the world from the trees while hiding her sadness. One evening, while flying through the forest, she saw a young prince lying unconscious under a tree. His name was Prince Adrian. His horse had run away and he had fainted from exhaustion. Princess Elira quickly landed beside him. Even though she was in her crow form, her heart was still full of kindness. She flew to a nearby river, dipped a leaf into the water, and brought drops back to the prince slowly. Prince Adrian woke up. He looked around and noticed the black crow sitting beside him as if protecting him. "Thank you, little crow," he said softly. For the next few days, the crow stayed near, the prince guiding him through the forest and helping him find food and water. Prince Adrian began to feel that this crow was very special. One night, the crow suddenly flew away and disappeared into the darkness. The next morning, Prince Adrian arrived at a nearby kingdom. There he met Princess Elira. To his surprise, the princess had the same gentle eyes as the crow. They talked for hours and quickly became good friends. Days passed and Prince Adrian started to fall in love with Princess Elira, but the princess was afraid to tell him her secret. One night, Prince Adrian followed the princess secretly. He saw something unbelievable. Princess Elira slowly transformed into a black crow and flew into the night sky. Prince Adrian was shocked, but instead of fear, he felt compassion. The next evening, when the princess returned, Prince Adrian gently said, "Elira, I know your secret. You are the crow who helped me in the forest." Princess Elira looked at him with tears in her eyes. "A witch cursed me," she said sadly. "No one can love a princess who turns into a crow." But Prince Adrian smiled and held her hand. "I don't care about the curse," he said. "You saved my life. Your heart is kind and brave. That is the real princess." At that moment, a bright golden light filled the room. The curse was broken. Princess Elira would never turn into a crow again. The evil witch's magic had finally disappeared because someone loved the princess for who she truly was. Soon after, Prince Adrian and Princess Elira were married and the kingdom celebrated for many days. From that day forward, the princess, who was once called the Poor Crow Princess, became known as the kindest queen in the land, and she never forgot the nights she spent flying through the forest as a crow, because those nights had led her to true love, and they all lived happily ever after.